live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
Happy Hump Day, everyone. Welcome to Houston Life. It's Wednesday, April 13th, 2022. I'm Derek Shore.
And I'm Uss Cavalla. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's so good to be back.
You feeling better?
I didn't go anywhere except asleep for about 36 hours, but I am feeling much better. Thank you for asking.
So glad you're here. And today on Houston Life, Houston is getting a brand new toy museum. A look at 5 classic toys that are still making kids smile today. And will your childhood favorite make the list?
Oh, I hope so. Looking forward to that. Also, a local teen just returned from the journey of a lifetime. He is a 14-year-old golfer, and he'll share what it was like to go from small-town Texas to the national stage in Augusta.
And ladies, it is time for one of the biggest designer sales of the year. Lauren Kelly is there at the front of the line. How you can save a fortune on designer clothes, shoes, and accessories, all for a good cause.
Sounds good to me. Also, Joe Sam is ready to set sail on a brand new adventure on the high seas. Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys. As you can see behind me, those beautiful ships. Courtney and Derek, it's an experience you can only get in Galveston. I'm showing you how your family can dive deep into history while working aboard 2 military ships. That's coming up. But right now, back to you guys.
Okay, sounds like a lot of fun. Before we get into all of that, how about a check of the forecast? It just started raining.
It did upstairs in our office. I said, is that rain? Let's check in with Frank. We knew it was coming.
It's not rain till I say it's rain.
That's right.
Well, it's rain.
Okay.
It's rain.
Thank you, official.
I mean, welcome back, Derek, by the way. It's really just gross outside. Take a look at this camera shot, and you can see what I see. It's a messy one for the commute. Not a lot of heavy rain, but a little bit of cloud cover, and some light rain can always slow things down. It's mild. Temperatures there 79, 80. 79 in Sugar Land. Galveston's at 81. There, the showers moving through. So far, even what you see in the orange and the reds there, not more than 1/10 of an inch. So those have been on the light side with the heavy stuff well to our north. In fact, there are tornado watches up there, and they right until 5 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock off toward Jackson, Mississippi. So that's where the big threat is. With that in mind, the Futurecast continues to pull these showers through for us, so we don't dry out really until about 10 o'clock tonight. So whatever you have going on for this evening, I would certainly keep a very close eye on the sky because it's going to be a bit messy. Showing you the pollen count because it's been extremely high. We have set records for pollen count this spring, and Caroline Brown is going to explain why coming up in our 4 o'clock hour, so that's worth noting. In the meantime, it's high for tree and grass, moderate for weed, mold spores on the low side. More on your forecast all the way into Easter weekend. It's going to melt your chocolate, I'm telling you. Yep.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Hard-boiled eggs.
All right, Franklin. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks so much for the update. Well, you were out sick yesterday.
I was. I know. I was in a bad place for a few hours. Slept all day, but I'm back today. And a lot of people, I guess it's going around, a lot of people have this 24-hour flu that they bounce back from very quickly.
I was a little suspect. You're lucky. Actually, my mom got sick with the same thing over the weekend. So, because it's like the second Tuesday that we've had plans and you had to cancel. So I was a little like...
I did cancel on you last night. But
and
you had
the
a good
Tuesday
time with
before.
them.
But
sorry.
that's okay. But I do believe you that there was a situation happening. But I'm glad you're feeling better.
Let's try for next Tuesday. Also, I'm sad that I missed yesterday. You had a great show. The Bush sisters were on.
They were so great to catch up with. We were really excited about chatting with them and their new children's book that they have out. And then this morning I had a special assignment as well.
Yeah.
I was visiting, of course, this is Holy Week. Easter is Sunday. So we called up Cardinal DiNardo, and I sat down with him today at the diocese at the Co-Cathedral for a quick chat. And that story, the full interview with him, will air on Friday, which is also Good Friday.
Very, very nice. And on Sunday, Easter Sunday, you can start eating sweets again.
Let me tell you, I think when the clock strikes midnight, it's happening.
What are you going to eat first?
It all. Peanut butter.
All of it.
Yes, it all.
Chocolate and peanut butter.
Everything, yes. You know, we love a good baseball game here. And we love a good headline. Did you see this last night? The first MLB female coach on the field. It was a big moment for baseball history and for all the little girls and boys that play softball and baseball. This happened, of course, the Giants. Alyssa Nakken is now the first female coach on the field in a regular season. She took this last night after the first base coach got ejected. But she had it was quite a moment for her. You know, she played it.
Moment in history, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. She played softball for San Diego State, and I mean, she looks great on the field, competent, and it was just amazing to see her out there.
And didn't she receive a standing ovation from the crowd out there?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was great.
Very, very nice. So also in Botox headlines and fillers.
Also.
So you know Simon Cowell, right?
Yes.
The Simon Cowell from the American Idol days, he looks a bit different than from the America's Got Talent days.
Right.
And he essentially opened up in a new interview and said he's done making tweaks to his face. This was an interview with The Sun. He essentially said he's been overdoing it with Botox and fillers in the past because it made him look like, quote, something out of a horror film. So now apparently he has zero filler in his face. He's been totally open about the treatments he's had, including the facelift. But look, on the left side and the right side, you can see it's quite different, right?
Very much so.
Yeah, so anyway, his current skincare routine, he says, is eating better and drinking water.
Oh, good for him. I'm glad he's opening up about it, though.
Yeah, and people confuse, I think, Botox and filler, because the filler is what makes your face kind of
plumpy,
plump up, like your lips and all of that. Botox just, you know, freezes the muscle so your collagen can fill back in those little wrinkles.
I'm so excited.
I almost believed you. So he's going for like a more natural look. And there are plenty of places where you can get it done in a very natural way. Some people just go too far.
Yeah, and it sounds like maybe also two people in his inner circle might have said something or, you know, had a conversation and he was able to say, you know what, enough's enough.
Maybe
and the good thing about filler is it goes away.
After a while,
yeah,
though, right?
After a while, or you could get it dissolved.
Oh.
I don't really know how they do that, but you can get it dissolved, I think. They put something else in there to make it go away.
They melt it?
I guess.
Maybe our forecast this weekend will melt it.
Oh.
Along with
also,
your Easter
we
chocolate.
love a good game here, and I love that sort of these like nostalgic game shows are kind of coming back. Remember the password game?
Oh, yeah.
On TV, super fun, right? Well, it's coming back to NBC primetime this summer. Password, of course, in recent years, the game found a new generation of fans on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Actress Keke Palmer is going to be the show's host, which I'm sure
cool.
she's going to be, she'll be great at it. Contestants from all walks of life are partnered with Jimmy Fallon and other celebrities to basically face off to see if they can guess the word that they're thinking. You know, remember they have the little card? Mm-hmm. And they look at it and try to give them clues. So there's all kinds of cash prizes, and the premiere episode will be dedicated to Betty White. Oh. Love that. And the original Password series actually launched in 1961.
Okay. Very,
cool.
very nice. And it's cool they're dedicating that episode to Betty White. Good, clean fun, as we like to say. So listen, we got to give a shout out to Bel Air High School. So their class of 2022, they have a record-breaking 13 valedictorians. Get this, they've all earned a GPA of 5.0.
It's incredible.
When I was in school, 4.0 was the highest you could earn.
Yeah, that's nothing now.
But here's what's really interesting to note, though. So half of these students' high school experience, it happened during the pandemic. Classes were virtual.
Right.
It was a whole new world for teachers and students, but they still were able to keep their grades up. The principal says she is always impressed with valedictorians and how they not just manage their academic work. He said, by the way, the principal is a guy, not just how they manage their academic work, but also how they participate in all these extracurricular activities.
Well, and that's just it. So when you're applying to colleges and things like that, it's not just the grade. I mean, they want the well-rounded student. So it's all the things, the clubs, the volunteering, and everything else that you're doing besides maintaining a 5.0.
It's so true. Like in college admissions, they're like, okay, so you have a 5.0, but
what else did you
What
do?
else are you doing? What else are you doing? We do have more on this group at clicktohouston.com.
And congratulations, 13 congratulations
So
going
cool.
out. I love this. Did you hear that Common is going to perform with a symphony, this hip hop, the Houston Symphony?
Yeah.
He's coming here to Houston, which I'm super excited about. He's going to perform. He is coming up this summer with a special showcase that's going to feature his biggest hits, of course, including Grammy Award-winning Love My Life and Glory from Selma, which he earned a Golden Globe and an Academy Award for that, too. But I love when you're seeing kind of two opposite ends of the spectrum come together. in one venue.
And our
right?
Houston Symphony does such a good job of that.
Fantastic.
Because if anyone thinks the symphony is stuffy, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, no.
They are so fantastic. You will find yourself singing along to more songs than you know.
The show's going to happen twice, July 29th and 30th at the Hobby Center. So make sure you check it out for tickets.
We'll book our tickets right now.
I like it.
All right, Courtney. Still to come on Houston Life, we are going aboard an historic ship in Galveston to learn how your family can enjoy a pretty cool adventure.
And this teen is an ace on the golf course. We're chatting with the local golfer who just played the course at Augusta. His advice for other kids who want to be on par with the pros one day. Houston Life will be right back. Welcome back to Houston Life. It's time now for our H-Town Sit Down.
Yeah, let's meet today's guest. 14-year-old Lucky Cruz is from Magnolia, Texas. His birth name is Liceo, and he was recently a finalist on the Drive, Chip, and Putt competition in Augusta. It's a live golf tournament televised nationwide. He just returned from Augusta and is today's H-Town Sit-Down guest. Fresh from Augusta, Lucky Cruz, come on out.
Lucky. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Good to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
Take a seat there. And wow, what a cool experience. I was watching some of the footage this morning and just seeing you out there on the course. You look like a pro. You came in third place. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Oh my goodness, just being at Augusta, the TV doesn't do it justice. It's like, it's perfect. Not a single blade of grass was out of place. Not a single petal on a flower was missing. It was just amazing.
Well, it sounds like you were able to kind of absorb what was going on in this moment. Tell the folks, how long have you been playing golf? You started playing 5 years old?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so you're 14 now.
Yep.
How were you prepared for all of that? I mean, this was a nationally televised event. 80 other kids along with you, roughly, approximately, right? Were there a little bit of nerves, a little bit of butterflies?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, being on national television you get a little bit nervous, but yet again, that's where you want to be, right?
Yeah, and this was all part of basically the skills of golfing. So people don't know what this part of the Masters is. Explain it.
So basically, wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
So you have to go through the 3 basic skills of golfing, right? That's what you're being tested on.
Yes. So mostly driving, it's a really important part of the game. Gotta get off the tee. I'm sorry, I don't really understand the question.
Well, you had to do everything what you've been basically practicing your entire golfing career, right?
Yes.
So you drive, you putt.
Chip and putt.
Chip and putt, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Chip drive.
Yeah.
Well, and this really is a family affair. I understand you travel around in a motor van. Obviously, Mom and Dad are involved. Dad is here today, and there's a photo of them right there, and Dad's behind the camera.
Yeah.
But it's not just humans. This is your motor van here. You have some dogs and cats along for the ride. Tell us about your pets.
Oh my goodness, they're little troublemakers. I got 4 cats, 4 dogs, 18 chickens, 8 ducks, 3 pigs. It's a hassle sometimes.
Wait, but just to clarify, not all those animals are in the motor van with you?
No.
You don't take the pigs along for the
I
ride?
usually just take one dog.
Okay, so that's kind of nice. You can take your home along with you. Does that help calm your nerves when you're in these competition scenarios?
Not really. It's mostly just to bring my family with me so they can see what I do, you know.
And besides all the animals, you have a brother and a sister, and y'all are very close, right?
Yes, we are.
Talk to me about your brother.
My brother, he's 11 years old. He has autism. I wouldn't be the same person without Rocco. He always reminds me just to stay positive when things get tough. And it's a low point. When you reach a low point, just stay positive and keep moving forward.
Wow, that is really cool. Really, really cool. Well, it's an honor to meet you. I feel like we definitely need to take advantage of the fact that you could give us some golfing tips.
Okay.
Okay, what do you say we work on our putting skills?
Okay. All right,
so that
let's
sounds
walk
good.
over. Funny, we have a green here set up on the other side. All right, Lucky, so come on over.
Courtney, how's your golf game?
Oh, it's terrible.
Okay, mine is also terrible, Lucky,
Okay.
but I promise we will do our best. You gotta sort of walk us through the basics. What are we doing here?
Alrighty, so.
Okay, you've got your bag, your
Yes.
putter. I think I'm using that one.
Okay.
I don't
For
know,
me-
maybe this one's.
I usually putt left hand low, but there are of course multiple grips. I usually putt like this. which kind of eliminates this backhand movement and avoiding me pushing the ball so much, even though my miss is a pull, because my hand sucks in and I close the club face.
There are a lot of words coming out of your mouth I do not understand, but I'm going to go with it.
I get it. But I see all great putters, and mostly just small movement in the chest, and mostly they feel it in their arms. So straight back, straight forward, and kind of broke a little left, but.
Okay, well, it looked good to me.
I think we're going to blame it up on the setup here.
That's a pretty awesome little putter. It just shoots the ball right back at you.
Yeah.
Okay, Courtney, you want to go first?
Okay, so I need to go this way, I guess, right?
All right, yep.
I didn't pay. Well, I heard what you said, Lucky. I don't know. Am I even holding this right?
Something about the hang?
That'll work.
Nope. I'm in the water.
It's all right.
Okay, do I try again?
Not bad.
No, I'm in the
That
sand.
putter is so awesome.
Oh, now I get sound. Where was the sound effects for Lucky?
Oh my goodness.
Back in the sand.
He's a pro. He doesn't need the bad sound
right
effects.
Here. Something's not right.
You know, when I was a teen, I used to love mini golfing.
Yeah.
Did you ever go mini golfing, or you were always doing it on like the real course?
Well, my grandparents used to own a mini golf course, so back in San Antonio, so I always used to go there. It was such a fun time.
That's so cool. I guess that's a good place to practice when your grandparents own a course. Okay, I'm 1 for 1, 2 for 2.
Okay.
Not bad, huh?
Did you set this up?
I mean, there is no visual trickery here. Hey, Lucky Cruz, it is great to meet you.
Great to meet you, too.
Congratulations. And plans to go the Tiger Woods route one day?
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Okay, I think you've got the skills for it.
I think so. I don't think we've heard the last of you, Lucky.
Yeah, we'll follow your career.
Great
Thanks
to
for
meet you,
coming
too.
in. And thanks for that.
Absolutely.
2 for 2. I'd just like to point that out.
Oh.
All right. When we come back, Tissue Alert. April is Make-A-Wish Month. We are chatting with the local chapter to learn more about some of their most memorable wishes and how you can help make a wish come true as well.
Plus, Prada, Gucci, Dior, Chanel, the list goes on and on. It's all real, and it's all real cheap, too. Lauren Kelly has the scoop on where you can shop till you drop, all for a good cause. Hi, Lauren.
For their annual Chic boutique sale. We're going inside before doors even open. That's when Houston Life returns. Oh, so much good stuff. How do I choose?
April is World Wish Month. We chatted with the head of the local Make-A-Wish Foundation about their work to make dreams come true.
My name is Yara El-Sayed Guest, and I am the president and CEO of Make-A-Wish Texas, Gulf Coast, and Louisiana. Make-A-Wish is an organization that grants wishes to kids afflicted with life-critical illnesses. And it's been around for 30 plus years, maybe close to 40 now, right? And so we really hone in on the one true wish that a child who's really battling a lot, obviously at a very young age, and we just hone in on that one true wish and grant it, bring it to life. The age ranges are 2.5 to 18 years of age. To get news about your child potentially, facing a terminal disease or life-critical disease, that's a lot. It's very heavy. We have very trained volunteers that, are trained to talk to the families. And one of the things I would say we pride ourselves on is really making sure that it's the child's wish. So we really have a very thoughtful process of that wish discovery period. We had a 15-year-old that wanted a very high-grade bassoon, and so that was the wish. But what we do is Make-A-Wish really makes it an experience. And so we ended up actually inviting members of the arts organizations, the bassoonists from the ballet and the symphony and Da Camera, an arts organization here, and we actually had a private concert for him at Discovery Green, where we presented him the bassoon. One of the greatest misconceptions about Make-A-Wish is that we're only granting wishes to terminally ill children. And while, yes, sadly we lose some of them, the vast majority, 70%, grow up. And I think that's really powerful because, you know, Make-A-Wish, a lot of times they point back to Make-A-Wish as being there at a pinnacle point in their life. So when you think about these kids growing up and contributing to society, they're stronger ones. They're stronger than you and me. We rely very heavily on our donors, individual, corporate, foundations, all of those certainly fuel our mission and are much needed. I was just speaking at an event and I said one of the #1 questions I get asked is, does the Make-A-Wish team, the staff, cry a lot? And we do, but it's tears of joy. People are usually really surprised because we create so much joy for kids that it's more happiness than sadness.
So nice. And you can help Make-A-Wish by signing up to be a volunteer or, of course, by donating money. We do have a link on our website, HoustonLife.tv, where you can learn more. All right, calling all shoppers. It is time for one of the biggest designer discount sales of the year, the Salvation Army's annual Chic Boutique Sale.
Yeah, it is a 4-day pop-up sale. Lauren Kelly joins us there from the store off Wesleyan and Bissonnette near West U. The doors open at 4 p.m. today. Lauren, are you decked from head to toe?
You guys, I know that we have a thing for leopard, so I thought, how much leopard is too much leopard? Never enough leopard. I just wanted you to take a look around the store. Courtney, they have a leopard section, which I'm sure you're fully aware of. The Chic Boutique Sale, just like you mentioned, 4-day pop-up sale, all benefiting the Salvation Army's great benefits over here. It happens every year, and they have so much stuff that they have to get rid of. So if you love to shop designer items but not pay a designer price, this is where you need to come down to. And if it's raining outside, it's a perfect way to just kind of come in and shop. So let's kind of look around. Like Courtney mentioned, doors open at 4 o'clock. There is a line outside. The Salvation ladies are even still in a powwow meeting, getting everything together for when they open the doors at 4 o'clock. Some people have been in line as if they were tailgating since 6:30 and 10 a.m. this morning. There is all kinds of designer dresses and shoes and handbags. And I can't stop looking through every single rack. They have all kinds of sizes. And these are legit items that are from some of the top name brands, top stores in town. So if you just walk through the back of the store, like I said, they have the dresses. On each different aisle, they have different outfits selected, the purses and the bags that could match it. And I want to point out that, hey, maybe you're looking for a wedding gown, as I am. Maybe I can find my wedding dress here at the Chic Boutique, you guys. It's going to be so much fun. More details at HoustonLife.tv. And coming up a little bit later on the show, we're going to chat with the Salvation ladies, and they're going to put together some more outfits because I think I have on a little too much leopard. Courtney, Derek.
Never. There's no such thing. No such thing. This jumpsuit that I'm wearing, I got there. It's Tory Burch. It was $60. It's crazy. There's Lily Pulitzer, and all of these things were donated by Houston women, right?
Absolutely, yes. And Courtney, your jumpsuit is amazing. It's one of these places where you can come in and find gems that you're not going to find anywhere else in the city, especially at these prices. It is going to be so much fun this weekend.
Well, we can't wait to catch up with you, Lauren.
And
Thanks.
lucky for you with those wedding dresses as well. That's a hot find. All right,
Oh,
Lauren.
I know, right? And it's winter time. I'm sweating, but I won't tell anybody.
Okay, we won't either. But you just did. Okay, we'll see you in just a bit. Coming up, tell the kids Houston is getting a brand new toy museum, and we promise it is just as fun for the adults. Their chief toy officer is here with some classics you won't want to miss.
Plus, Wine Club Wednesday, poured by H-E-B, 2 bottles you can feel good about that are both easy on the earth and your wallet. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek back with you at 3:30.
Yeah, so glad to have you with us here on Houston Life. Why don't we check in with Keith, Christine, and Frank for a look at what's coming up at 4 o'clock. Hi, friends.
Hey, guys, yeah, heard you all talk about leopard. I think I want a leopard tie now.
Oh.
I mean, you need one.
Would that be fly or what?
Yes, immediately.
Only if you're also wearing a leopard print shirt.
I can do that.
Then it would work.
It has to be out there somewhere.
I definitely think that you have the confidence for that. Like, if
Yeah,
you're going to do that, you're going to own it and be like, yep, I'm doing it.
If anybody can pull off leopard.
I like it.
I don't know if it's me or not. Is it me? Could it be?
Is there anything that's not leopard? I mean,
These days.
it's everywhere.
I know.
You have that excellent jacket.
It's a neutral, Frank.
I don't own a single piece of leopard. Not one.
Well, I don't own any real leopard. I just have some leopard print.
Okay, the three of us.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't own any leopard print.
The three of us should go leopard shopping.
What about zebra? Leopard zebra?
Zebra?
No, it's zebra.
Well, any
animal do you
animal
own?
print in general.
What animal, Derek, do you own?
Is leopard zebra, Frank? No.
No, it's zebra.
Come to my house, look through the closet. There's no animal print anywhere.
I think we need to change that.
I'm missing out.
disappointed.
I'm so disappointed in
I'm
myself.
so disappointed. Haven't I taught you better?
We're going to come to work one day. I'm going to wear leopard, Frank wears zebra, and you wear tiger, Derek.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what people will say to us? Wow, that's a bold choice.
Yes.
You know when people are insulting you, but
they're not.
aren't.
Yeah.
How did you
Took
come up with that?
took a lot of courage to wear that.
Yeah, right?
Then they go, "You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great, sweetie."
God bless your heart.
Yes. It's a great choice for
How'd you
you.
come up with velvet and fur in the same costume?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Yes. Wow.
That's a
Okay,
whole
now
lot.
we're talking.
Yeah.
Wait, is this April or is it Halloween? What are we?
I know, right? I hope you have your April showers umbrellas.
I know.
Yeah,
goodness.
for today.
It's going to be a messy evening, too. I'm not looking for a lot of severe weather. We'll keep an eye on that. It's generally all to our north. But I tell you what, there's the commute, and it is certainly inconvenient around town. It's warm, upper 70s, 80 degrees. If you're going to head out with the dog walk, there's Brando, and he's wearing Astros. No leopard, as far as I can tell, at least not yet, right? Temperatures stay in the 80s. It's going to be warm. You see that southwest wind continues with these chances of rain. These showers have been pushing through. Generally speaking, less than 1/10 of an inch. I have the lightning turned on. I've had no thunderstorms out of this, but it is certainly making a bit of a mess out of the commute. I have the lightning turned on there. You can see the showers and thunderstorms up through to the north into Louisiana, parts of Arkansas, tornado watches for parts of Texas until 5 o'clock. So another hour and a half on that, and then off toward Mississippi and even probably into Alabama, up into Tennessee. So it's a real mess to our north. The futurecast, and you can see here, brings us one line through here later tonight. So we're not done with this until we get to 10 o'clock tonight, and then we'll start to feel some really nice air move in here. It's going to be really comfortable tomorrow. It's going to be warm, 82, but the humidity will be down around 20 to 25%. So it's going to be very pleasant. As we go into Friday and Saturday, it warms up, a little more humidity, a little better chance of rain. At 4 o'clock, we're going to talk to Caroline about why the tree pollen counts have been so off the chain all spring. She has some really interesting facts and figures to share. That's coming up in our 4 o'clock hour.
Pay attention to that, Frank. Thank you. All right, I want to give you a look at some of the other stories that we're working on this afternoon. First, a developing story from New York. Police have arrested the man accused of opening fire on a Brooklyn subway train. Nearly 24 people were hurt, 10 of them from being hit by bullets. How police tracked down the suspect and what happens next.
Yeah, big backups also at border crossings between Mexico and the United States. Truckers in Mexico causing gridlock, protesting recent border security measures put in place by Governor Greg Abbott. How that gridlock could impact the supply chain for foods and other goods.
Plus, credit card debt is at the highest levels we've seen in years, and it's not expected to get better anytime soon. We're going to show you some tips to manage that debt now before it gets out of hand. You do not want to be drowning in that debt. We're going to have some good tips for you coming up in just a bit, along with a lot of other news, guys.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you at the top of the hour.
Well, turning now to our Wine Club Wednesday. All month long, we are celebrating Earth Month. So in today's Wine Club Wednesday, poured by HEB, we've got wines that are sourced and grown to be more friendly to the planet.
Okay, you ready to get to it?
Are you kidding?
I know. I thought you'd never ask, right?
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. We are highlighting 2 wines from Wendy Vineyards, a red and white that are both certified sustainable. And the first is a Wendy Central Coast Chardonnay, which is what you just started with.
It's delicious.
It's lovely, right?
And normally I wouldn't order, you know me so well, I wouldn't go for like a Chardonnay on the menu if I'm at a restaurant, but this is quite nice.
This is lovely, and it's a big, bold, buttery, very smooth and creamy. There's some tastes of caramel apple, pineapple tart, lime, fresh fruit flavors. I'm going to tell you though, by saying that, and I read this before I tasted it, I immediately thought, not going to like it. It's going to be too sweet for me. This is not sweet at all. It is a very nice, lovely Chardonnay that we would never order, but I think we like Chardonnay because every time we have it here, we like it.
We do like it, right?
I know, go figure. Oak aromatics complemented by tropical fruit and sweet baking spices on the palate there. A great pairing with grilled pork, salmon, tuna, even a vegetarian dish. This is a lovely label, and this bottle right here, 14
bucks. And you know, I think I'm probably not the only one who shops wine based on price.
Yes.
So once I figured out, okay, what's my budget? Am I giving this for a gift? Is this just to drink at home alone while I cry? Then there's like a different price point, right? So 14 bucks, it's a steal. The next one, 15 bucks. So this is the Wendy Central Coast Pinot Noir. Oh, you have the bottle over there by you, right?
This one, yes.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you all about it. So the Pinot Noir, again, it's sourced from estate vineyards. This region is known for its long and cool growing season. And I guess there's a lot of rich limestone in the soil, so there's an earthy mineral quality in the wine. Are you tasting notes of like cocoa, strawberry?
Yes, and I definitely get the minerality here, but not in a negative way. You know, I mean, it's definitely has sort of that finish to it.
Like an earthy minerality. Some
Yes.
people say it like tastes kind of like dirt, right? Not this particular wine, but the minerality.
Yes.
People can say like it tastes very earthy, right? It also have notes of sassafras. I don't know what that is,
That
but
was my nickname in high school.
Yeah. All right, you're using my lines. Well, right now, the wine favorites, they are 10% off. Never miss a featured wine by joining our Houston Life Wine Club, powered by HEB. Just use your smartphone to scan the QR code in the corner of your screen and click on the link that pops up. As a reminder, you can find today's featured wines at your local HEB.
Stock up on it, 14, 15 bucks. It's great. Cheers. Oh. Let me grab the red.
That's okay.
Here we go.
We can mix wines. It's fine.
Still to come, how you can shop Prada, Gucci, Chanel, and more at a huge discount, all for a good cause. We're checking back in with Lauren to see what deals she's found coming up.
Yeah, but first let's check in with Joe Sam for some history on the high seas. Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys, that's right. Coming up, how you and your family can get the chance to experience life as a crew member aboard a historic ship. Houston Life will be right back after a quick break. Welcome back to Houston Life. Galveston is home to two historic ships, one of which served in the defeat of Pearl Harbor and the other a presidential escort for Franklin D. Roosevelt. Now your family can help keep these ships stay afloat with their biannual work week. Now I went aboard one of the ships to see what a day in the life will look like as a crew member for the USS Stewart. Galveston is known for its amazing and beautiful ships, especially being right here on the beautiful beaches. And we're talking about work week here with Eric, the ship superintendent. First off, let's learn a little bit more about these beautiful ships that we're standing in front of and the history that follows behind them.
What we have on site here at Seawolf Park is our Uss Cavalla, which is our submarine. It served in World War II. It's famous for its first mission where it went out and spotted and sunk the Shikaku, which was a Japanese aircraft carrier that launched on Pearl Harbor. It ended up being a training vessel here in Houston, and then when it got decommissioned, it was brought here to the park for display over 50 years ago. A couple years after that, the Stewart showed up here as well. The Stewart was a World War II vessel and is actually constructed in what was at the time Brown Shipyard in Houston.
Wow.
So there's a Houston connection to both of these vessels here.
And the Houston connection for a lot of people that are going to come out here is that they'll be able to be inside of these ships and actually get that full experience during work week.
Absolutely. We run it as we would like a ship would be underway. So reveille first thing in the morning, then you get your breakfast, your coffee, your morning brief. You start turning to on ship's work, then you have your lunch, then you have another break, and then you have your dinner, and everybody winds down for the night.
A full work shift.
Correct.
And what is it going to be benefiting?
These vessels have been here for over 50 years, and the purpose of our museum here is we are a World War II museum. So what we call is we're bringing the sailors back home. We're honoring their service and sacrifices to our nation for what we have established here.
This is going to be beautiful, and you know what? I'm ready to get to work. So you said you're going to turn me into a volunteer, right?
Absolutely, Joe.
I'm about to become a crew member, you guys. Let's get it done. First, we have to get in uniform.
That's right, Joe.
Perfect.
Welcome aboard the USS Stewart.
Okay. Whew, that definitely took the energy out of me, but it was all for an amazing cause. Now, it's time for what, Eric?
Lights out.
Oh, my favorite part. Yeah, it was certainly an experience. Now, Galveston Naval Museum's Work Week kicks off on April 23rd, and it will run until the end of the month. For more information, I'll have a link on our website, HoustonLife.tv. So as you guys already saw, you can actually sleep on the ship.
Yeah.
So volunteers that go, they can either go to work for a few hours, they can go for a few days, but then they'll get that experience to sleep overnight. And I'm hearing that it's haunted, too.
No.
Gosh.
And kind of tight quarters
Real
in there,
tight quarters, but you really get the work out, getting it in whenever you're out there trying to get that volunteer work going. And you're giving back to such a great cause.
It really is great, but I see your follow-up at night.
Can you imagine? I mean, where else could you go and actually spend the night on a ship like that? Joe, that's so cool.
It was awesome, and I loved every single minute of it. I think everybody who goes out there, they're going to really appreciate it.
Well, you like ghost stories, part two.
Yes,
part two
I'm ready
coming
for
up.
it. Halloween, here we come.
I like it, Joe. Thanks so much. All right, if you love to shop designer items, but not the designer price, one of the biggest pop-up sales of the year kicks off today in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's happening soon. Mark your calendars, right? The Salvation Army's annual Chic boutique sale has tons of women's clothing and accessories from some of Houston's best dressed. Lauren Kelly joins us live again from the West U area. And Lauren, I know people in anticipation, that line is growing and growing outside.
You guys, the line is no joke outside. They are waiting to get in here and shop all these amazing deals. And just so you know, they have really been setting this up for 3.5 months. They take the items, they kind of itemize them, they clean them. This is the best of the best. And that's why we're talking today with Laura Bashaw. Let me read this correctly. You're the co-chair, you're the bigwig here, the co-chair of the Reflections of Style, along with Dodie. We saw you guys earlier, and you did a little powwow. You got everybody ready. Why don't you tell everybody where the proceeds of this go?
Sure. All the proceeds from this event will stay here in the greater Houston area. Pam, do you want to share with the...
Sure. The Salvation Army provides funds for lots of children's daycare programs, children's musical programs, after-school care, elder care, and single moms, among many other things. We help the homeless.
And like you said, you guys, the proceeds stay here in Houston, and that's the biggest thing I think we can take away from it.
The donations are from here, the money is raised here, and it stays here in the greater Houston area.
Now let's check out some outfits.
Absolutely.
I do want you guys to know that if you walk in, you can literally dress for date night. You can get a ball gown, you can get a wedding dress. Let's see what you've kind of put together.
And that's our most fun thing to do, is just pull outfits together.
I need you to style me almost every day, okay?
Absolutely. So we thought this would be a great dress for you.
Okay, it's a good spring color, okay?
Going to work.
Or out to dinner.
Or if you need a little shove out to dinner, you could wrap this right around it. You can pop it with a little color.
Oh,
We have a purse.
you have accessorized me.
Accessorized you with a handbag. And
But hold on, I gotta get you some great shoes.
Oh, and the shoes. Look at this.
Look at
oh
cute
my
shoes
gosh,
to go
you
with it.
guys. HoustonLife.tv for more info. Laura, Pam, thank you so much for all of this. We're going to be shopping until we drop this weekend.
Please do.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys.
It's great stuff, Lauren. A $20 donation at the door today gets you in at 4 o'clock.
Very nice.
Coming up, in 1985, this toy joined the Young Astronauts program and went to space aboard a U.S. space shuttle. Can you guess what it is?
Oh, I guess
do
we'll
we know?
find out. Houston's new toy museum is here with some childhood favorites. That's Matt Broussard. We're going to have a chat with him on Houston Life coming up right after the break. This summer, the Heights will become the home of the Houston Toy Museum, tapping into 80s and 90s nostalgia by displaying some familiar classics.
Oh, Mr. Potato Head Barbie, the man behind the project is Chief Toy Officer Matt Broussard, who is here to quiz us on some beloved toys from our childhood. Welcome to the show, Matt. It's great to meet you. This is really cool. Before we get into the game, though, this is going to be coming up on 19th Street in the Heights. Why did you and your wife want to do this?
We used to just shop there when we were teens, and we just fell in love with it back then, and it's always just been a part of our lives, and it just seemed like the perfect spot to have it.
And what's cool about these toys from our childhood, there's a photo of you along with your wife. I mean, the nostalgia, the memories that come flooding back when we see some of these toys. What do you hope visitors to the museum will walk away with?
I hope they walk away with just like a reconnection with their childhood and the ability to be able to have conversations across generational gap, to be able to really get on the same subject.
Yeah,
it's so
super
cool.
cool.
I think too, when you think about this, we often say they don't make toys like that anymore. How did you come across some of these things from the different decades?
Well, it first started with just toys from my own childhood.
Okay.
The ones that I had, and then it quickly went to the toys that I didn't have. And then from there, it just kind of snowballed.
Wow. And you know, it's so different now because just seeing some of these images, like Lincoln Logs, I had Lincoln Logs. Now with so many electronic devices, we don't use a lot of these items that people will see in the museum. So hang tight because we're going to tell our viewers how they can visit the museum. Wow, look at that old Play-Doh packaging too as well. But in the meantime, before we tell our viewers how and when they can go see you, you've devised a little game for us, Matt. What are we doing here?
So basically, the game is guess the classic toy quiz.
Okay.
And I'll give you information about it, and then
we have to guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
A, B, and C.
Okay. So let's start with number one. Go for it.
The first one. This toy actually incited some riots in the 1980s because the demand wasn't.
Cabbage Patch?
My Little Pony.
Well, it's a
Rubik's Cube.
You only get one guess.
Oh,
Courtney.
no, there's a multiple choice.
Yeah, it's multiple choice.
Oh, okay.
So A is American Girl doll.
Okay.
B is Cabbage Patch Kid. And C is a yo-yo.
B.
I would say Cabbage Patch as well.
Let's see.
I think I get extra points because I said it without even knowing it was multiple choice.
I didn't even get to the multiple choice.
Wow. And
Is this the one that went to space as well, right? Did it go to space?
Not
No.
this particular one, no, ma'am.
Okay.
Not this particular one, but a Cabbage Patch Kid like it.
Don't lift it yet.
Okay, I'm not going to lift it. Okay, Matt, go for the second one.
This next toy was actually inspired by a metal pie tin.
Okay. Is this multiple choice?
Yes.
Okay.
A, Etch-a-Sketch. B, Rubik's Cube. Or C, Frisbee.
A.
I'm going to say a Frisbee.
I guess you're right.
The Frisbee! Because when in a pinch, you could use a pie tin as a Frisbee, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I can imagine that. Okay, very nice. I love a good Frisbee. I also loved a boomerang. Did anyone have a boomerang?
Mine never came back.
Mine didn't either. I lost it a long time ago. Okay, the third one, Matt.
The third one is, this has a trademark smell. It's either A, Care Bears, B, Silly Putty, or C, Play-Doh.
Silly Putty.
Play-Doh.
Let's see.
Play-Doh.
Silly Putty does have a weird
It does,
smell.
yeah, it does have a.
I almost went
unique
strawberry
smell.
shortcake, but I was on a completely
That would have been a
different-
really good
That's
guess.
a good one,
Yeah.
right?
Courtney and I have signature smells too, but that's for another day. Okay, number 4.
All right, so this item was the first toy to be advertised on for children through a commercial.
Okay.
Is it A, Domino's, B, Mr. Potato Head, or C, Legos?
Potato Head.
I'm going to say Potato Head as well because I remember those commercials. They were super fun.
Mr.
Mr.
Potato Head.
Wow, he looks different.
I don't remember him looking like that.
So the original Mr. Potato Head actually used a potato, but parents got tired of finding rotten potatoes all over their house. So
no way.
Came out with the plastic one.
Okay, so apparently we're tied. This is the tiebreaker. All right, Matt.
All right, this game debuted in 1966 with Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show, and he played it with a guest. It's either A, Twister, B, Monopoly, or C, the Magic 8 Ball.
Oh, I'm going to say Twister.
Yeah. Was that A? I don't know.
Yeah, A.
Twister. All
What happens if
right.
we both win?
I don't know. We get to play Twister. Everybody's a winner at Houston Life. Matt Broussard, this is super cool. And you actually have a Kickstarter that ends on Friday.
Yeah.
You're raising money to help get this museum off the ground.
Yeah, and there's still opportunity to go to that and get some of the rewards for your donations, such as T-shirts, stickers, year membership, or unlimited entry.
It is fantastic. Thanks so much for coming on today. We can't wait to come see you in the Heights.
Thanks for having me.
And
do
bringing
appreciate
back
it.
memories too, like those Lincoln Logs. I remember
Oh, yeah.
Lincoln Logs. I haven't thought of them for decades,
I
but
know.
Matt,
Good
it's great
trip.
to see you.
Oh, thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much. That was a fun game. All right, for a link to connect with the Houston Toy Museum and their Kickstarter campaign, you can visit our website and look for the Scene on Houston Life section.
And keep it right here. We'll be right back. Tomorrow on Houston Life, a must-see for the family. Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. It's back in Houston at NRG, and we're live on the rink.
Oh my gosh, that looks like so much fun. Plus, they are longtime friends of Chip and Joanna Gaines. Husband and wife duo Johnny Swim chat about life and music after their fixer-upper fame and their upcoming Houston concert. So, in case you're not familiar, you might not know the name, but you know their music because they did the theme song for Fixer Upper.
It's so cool.
I remember years ago watching Fixer Upper. I was at my mom's house in Utah and I was thinking, gosh, I should move to Texas one day. And you know what happened?
See what happens when you put things out into the universe?
I know, right?
Good things happen.
Good times. And that was fun. I'm still blown away that the original Mr. Potato Head was an actual potato. They just sold you the pieces and then you stuck them in a potato.
Hello, mind-boggling.
Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
But also, I can see why parents would be upset finding all kinds of rotten
Moldy
potatoes. Have you ever smelled a rotten potato?
It's bad.
They liquefy.
Anyway, on that note, thanks for that description. That's going to do it for us.
They do.
We're so sorry if you were eating
I left
at
a
that
bag
moment.
of potatoes once in a cabinet, and I forgot about them.
Derek.
They start growing weird things, too.
Wow.
Start sprouting.
Liquefied
You gonna throw up
rotten
again?
potatoes.
Okay.
I don't know if I want dinner now.
No.
I just love it. He gets so close to saying goodbye and then just off the rails.
Guys, it's a good story, and I know we're out of time. I'll tell you.
We got to hear about
We're going to break into programming here in a minute to tell the whole story.
You too. Okay, well,
We'll see you later.
About this one.
Hot rotten potatoes.
That in Daytona. Looking forward to it. You guys have a wonderful evening. We'll see you later.